Hey, more Pikmin content. Who would have guessed? Anyway, a major topic going around in the Pikmin community right now is the reveal of what appears to be a very Olimar-looking Pikmin man thing. Yeah, this is something I wanted to talk about myself. And I'm not only going to be offering my own theory, I'm also going to summarize a couple of other ones. The first one I wanted to talk about was one that was actually around before this whole thing dropped, and that's Pikmin 4 follows the Pikmin 1 bad ending, where Olimar does not escape the planet, he dies and is revived as a Pikmin. And initially, upon seeing this, it seems like a slam dunk, but there are things that suggest this just won't be the case. I would still maybe give it like a 5% chance though. The other theory I wanted to address was one recently talked about Wigwam Man. Throughout the series, there has been this ever-increasing presence of something that is collectively called the Wraith. It debatably started in Pikmin 1 as the Gulix, evolved into the Water Wraith in Pikmin 2. Eventually it evolved to like the Plasm Wraith in Pikmin 3, or something like that. Now what was actually suggested in the theory is that since the Wraith can now shapeshift and make clones of stuff, that whatever this plant Olimar thing is either the newest form of the Wraith in disguise, or it's a copy of Olimar that the Wraith had made. Now I think this is a really good theory. I'd put it at the top in terms of probability, even over my own, and that's why I recommend that you go to Wigwam Man's channel and actually watch his video on it. Now, like I said, I also had a theory of my own, one that just sparked into my mind while watching the trailer and spending like an hour looking at it. Something I haven't mentioned yet, which I probably should have, is that this Olimar looking thing has a dog companion, like how our characters have Ochi. This one is kinda big and green and has sleepy looking eyes, which in my mind made it look a lot like the Emperor Bulblax. But what I really noticed is that this dog's tail has a Pikmin leaf as opposed to the fuzzy ball that's on Ochi's tail. And while watching this whole thing play out, the thought crossed my mind that these two characters could be Olimar and a dog infected by Bulbmin parasites. Now it seems in Pikmin 4 they are determined to represent every Pikmin type, and it's also returning to Pikmin 2 roots, which is where Bulbmin came from, so I don't think it's the biggest reach. How it happened, I'm not sure. We know Olimar went out on another space voyage. Maybe he brought a dog with him this time, because either he thought it would just be a good idea, or maybe it's just required by space travel laws at this point. But yeah, they both end up on the planet, and something really bad goes down that ends up getting them infected by Bulbmin parasites. Now obviously there's the glaring issue that since my theory implies that this really is Olimar and not just some fake, he doesn't seem to have a helmet on, so how is he breathing? Well, the red Pikmin head that's around him has a sort of hairy shape, hair being something Olimar very much lacks. It doesn't use the fuzzy texture, but I think it's possible that this is some sort of hair that the parasite grew on the outside of his face, and it can take in oxygen, thus allowing Olimar to breathe it safely, with the reason of this whole shtick being that whatever Olimar actually breathes in his suit is probably poisonous to the parasite. Now at the time I thought I was onto something, but honestly the whole Wraith duplicate theory is way cleaner. It's simpler in logic, doesn't require lengthy justifications, and it supports the other idea I had, which is that this is something meant to look like Olimar to trick us, but it actually isn't. So when Pikmin 4 comes out, that's the one I would expect, and like I said, go check Wigwam Man's channel if you want more details on that theory. But yeah, either way, that's my take on the whole Olimar Pikmin thing that's going around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all another time. Bye everyone.